Hello, good morning, students. In the last lecture from this chapter hydrocarbon, in alkene, we had studied types of isomerism in alkene. We know there are two types of isomerism, that is structural and geometrical isomerism. Today, we will study preparation methods of alkene. In our syllabus, total 4 methods for the preparation of alkene are given. Out of these 4 methods, these are divided into two types of reactions. One is elimination type of reaction and other is addition type of reaction. So first we will study industrial sources. The most important alkene for the chemical industry is ethene, propene, and buta-1,3-diene. So, which are the important alkenes in chemical industry? Remember these names. One is ethene, other is propene, and one more is buta-1,3-diene. So alkenes containing up to 4 carbon atoms can be obtained in pure form from petroleum products. Ethene is produced from natural gas and crude oil by cracking. Cracking means pyrolysis, and cracking involves the strong heating so that breaking of carbon-carbon bond take place. That is called as a cracking. So crude oil by cracking gives alkene as one of the product. So these are the industrial sources, that is the natural gas and the crude oil. Next, in the B part, we will study methods of preparation of alkenes. First type of methods, they are coming under heading elimination reactions. We know elimination means removal of two groups from the adjacent carbon atoms. These adjacent carbon atoms are called as a 1 and 2 carbon atoms, and therefore this type of reaction is called as a 1, 2 elimination reaction, because the two groups or the two atoms from adjacent carbon, that is 1 and 2 carbon atom, are eliminated, so that sp3 hybridized carbon is converted into sp2 hybridized carbon. So this is elimination general reaction. Consider this example. Here carbon carbon single bond bonded with X and Y group on adjacent carbon. These carbon atoms are singly bonded, therefore they are sp3 hybridized. If the elimination or the removal of X and Y group from the adjacent carbon atom take place, then we get carbon carbon double bond containing compound, that is called as a alkene. In alkene, these doubly bonded carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. Remember now type of hybridization, how it is identified. If it is singly bonded carbon, then sp3 hybridized. If doubly bonded carbon, then it is sp2 hybridized. So this is general elimination reaction. Under this elimination type of reaction, we will study dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide as a first method. Meaning of D is a removal. Meaning of D is a removal. Then dehydro means removal of hydrogen. Dehydrohalogenation means removal of hydrogen and halogen atoms from adjacent carbon atoms from alkyl halide. So that gives the alkene formation. The carbon atom carrying X is called as a alpha carbon atom, and the H atom, that is X, is a halogen and H is present on beta carbon, and therefore this reaction is also called as a beta elimination. The hydrogen atom from adjacent carbon atom is called beta carbon, and hence this reaction is called as a beta elimination. Remember this well again. What is beta elimination? In the dehydrohalogenation reaction, we will remove halogen atom from alpha carbon and hydrogen atom from beta carbon. So adjacent carbon is beta carbon, and from that hydrogen atom is removed or eliminated. Hence it is called as a beta elimination. Dehydrohalogenation uh, suffer from the disadvantage that hydrogen can be eliminated from the carbon on either side of carbon bearing the X, means where the halogen is present from that carbon, either from left side carbon or right side carbon, hydrogen can be eliminated, and hence alkene form that depends upon which hydrogen is eliminated from left side carbon or right side carbon. We will study detailed example of this type. Now here, for this elimination reaction, alkyl halide is boiled with, strongly heated with, hot and concentrated alcoholic solution of strong base like KOH or NaOH. Here, the removal of hydrogen and halogen take place, but the side product obtained is it is alkali halide as well as water molecule, and the main product of this reaction is alkene. Here we will consider very simple example. This is bromoethane containing bromine on the carbon. That carbon is called as a alpha carbon, and adjacent carbon here is only one adjacent carbon, that is called as a beta carbon. When heated with alcoholic KOH, this mixture is boiled, then removal of hydrogen and bromine take place. This bromine react with potassium, give potassium bromide, and hydrogen react with OH group of KOH and give H2O as a side product. So the main product obtained in this reaction is ethene, that is alkene. So here only one option is there because only one beta hydrogen is there. Now we will consider an example in which there are two beta carbon atoms. So there are two possibilities to form the alkene, different alkenes here. Here it is 2-chlorobutane, that is second carbon contains chlorine, 4 carbon containing alkyl halide. IUPAC name is 2-chlorobutane. Here the alpha carbon atom is that carbon which is bonded to chlorine, and there are two beta carbon atoms. One is to the left side and other is to the right side of alpha carbon. When heated with alcoholic KOH, then two possible alkenes are formed, because here the removal of hydrogen atom take place from left side beta carbon, that gives but1-ene as a alkene, and which is 20%, and the removal of alpha hydrogen from the right side of beta carbon, that gives the but2-ene as alkene, and it is 80%. It is a major alkene form in this reaction. Of course, side product in this reaction are potassium bromide and water molecule. So here in dehydrohalogenation of 2-chlorobutane, the product obtained is butene. It is a disubstituted, and according to Sedzeff rule, the more substituted product, it is the preferred product. And butadiene is a monosubstituted alkene, and according to the Sedzeff rule, the disubstituted product is preferred product in this reaction. What is this Sedzeff rule? Now we will study about the Sedzeff rule. The statement of Sedzeff rule is that in the dehydrohalogenation reaction, the preferred product is that alkene which contains the greater number of alkyl groups bonded to doubly bonded carbon atoms, attached to doubly bonded carbon atoms. Remember this statement well. This is useful in 11th standard as well as in 12th standard. This is important rule for the elimination reaction. Again, I will explain with the help of this above example. We had studied here the alkene obtained is butadiene and butene. Here the doubly bonded carbon atom in butadiene have only one alkyl group, but in butene this doubly bonded carbon atoms have two alkyl groups. So butene is disubstituted and butane is monosubstituted alkene. Only one alkyl group is substituted. In butene, two alkyl groups are substituted. So butene is disubstituted alkene and hence it is the major product. So remember, in the Sedzeff rule, during dehydrohalogenation, the preferred product is that alkene which contains large number of alkyl groups bonded to doubly bonded carbon. This is Sedzeff rule, and we had studied the application of Sedzeff rule. The order of dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides is accordingly it is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Remember this order well. The dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide is in the order of tertiary alkyl halide is greater than secondary than primary. Here the edges of formation of alkene, here it is tetrasubstituted, then trisubstituted, disubstituted, again disubstituted on different carbon atoms, and monosubstituted. So this is edge of formation of alkenes. So remember this order again well. Tetrasubstituted more stable, then trisubstituted, then disubstituted containing both alkyl groups on same carbon, then disubstituted in which two alkyl groups on adjacent carbon, and monosubstituted, and hence the stability order of alkene is tetrasubstituted more stable than, trisubstituted more stable than, disubstituted containing both alkyl groups on same carbon atom, then disubstituted with two alkyl groups on adjacent carbon atom, then monosubstituted, and then not substituted alkene. So this is order of stability of alkenes, and that is about the first method for the preparation of alkenes, that is coming under elimination type of reaction. Again, in the elimination type of reaction, this is dehydration of alcohols. That is the second method coming under elimination type of reaction. Meaning of D is again removal. Hydration means addition of water molecule, and meaning of dehydration is removal of water molecule. So from alcohol, if we remove the water molecule, then alkene is formed. Alcohols, when heated with sulfuric acid, they form alkenes with elimination of water molecule. This reaction is known as catalyzed dehydration of alcohols. Remember this name too, catalyzed dehydration of alcohols. The exact condition of dehydration that depends upon the type of alcohol, meaning it's primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol is again example of beta elimination. We had already studied what is beta elimination. Again here, instead of halogen atom in alcohol, OH group is there. So carbon atom containing OH group as a functional group is called as a alpha carbon, and adjacent carbon atom is beta carbon. Here, from the beta carbon, hydrogen atom is eliminated, and hence it is also called as a beta elimination. So in the beta elimination reaction, OH group from alpha carbon and hydrogen atom from beta carbon are removed. Consider this general reaction. This is alpha and beta carbon atom. Alpha contains OH group, beta contains hydrogen atom. Again, all these both carbon atoms are singly bonded, hence they are sp3 hybridized. When heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, then removal of H and OH group take place from alcohol, give side product as H2O, and the main product in this reaction is alkene containing carbon-carbon double bond. Here these carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. The order of dehydration of alcohols is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary, meaning it's tertiary alcohol undergo easily dehydration reaction than secondary than primary. So here we will consider the examples of primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. Consider this is example of primary alcohol because OH group is bonded to primary carbon atom. This carbon is alpha. Next to this alpha carbon is beta carbon. When this primary alcohol, it is butan 1-OL, when heated at 413 Kelvin in the presence of 75% H2SO4. Here, more concentrated sulfuric acid is required for primary. We get removal of OH and H group from alpha and beta carbon. So we get the main product as but1 in and the side product as H2O. So this is one example of dehydration of alcohol. The second example is here, it is again but, that is 4 carbon containing alcohol, but OH group is bonded to secondary carbon, and this secondary carbon is now alpha carbon. To this alpha carbon, left side 1 beta carbon and right side 1 beta carbon. Here there are two possibilities to form alkene like Sedzeff rule. Here only 60% H2SO4 is required because the edge of dehydration of alcohols is secondary is more easily than primary. Therefore, 60% H2SO4 and less temperature than primary. It is 373 Kelvin. That is less than 413 Kelvin temperature is required. Here, the two possibilities are there. One is removal of hydrogen atom from left side beta carbon and other is from right side beta carbon. So if we remove from hydrogen atom from right side beta carbon, then we get but-1-ene, but it is a major product. Why it is major product? Sorry, why it is minor product? Because according to Sedgwick rule, this alkene is a minor product, and the other product form in this reaction is but-2-ene, and it is a major product because in this alkene there are two alkyl groups bonded according to Sedgwick rule. This but-2-ene is a disubstituted alkene and it is a major product according to Sedgwick rule. We will consider one more example of alcohol. Here, dehydration reaction. It is tertiary butyl alcohol. At the central carbon, OH group is present and that carbon is bonded to three different carbon atoms. And all these three carbon atoms are alpha beta carbon atoms. That is one beta carbon atom is to the left side, other is to the right side, and one more is at the top of alpha carbon. And below this alpha carbon there is OH group. Name of this alcohol is 2-methyl propan 2-OL. Here only 20% sulfuric acid is required because we know the order of dehydration of alcohol or the dehydration of alcohol is easy for tertiary, hence only 20% means nearly dilute sulfuric acid is required, and temperature condition is also low than primary and secondary alcohol. So it is 363 Kelvin. Here we can remove any one hydrogen atom from any one beta carbon, that gives one and the same product, that is alkene, and which is 2-methyl prop-1-ene. Only one possibility is there and the side product is of course H2O. So these are the three examples of dehydration of alcohols, that is primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. We had studied under elimination reaction two types of reaction we had already studied. One is dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide, second is a dehydration of alcohol. Now one more type of elimination reaction given under this preparation method, which is dehalogenation of vicinal dihalide. Here the meaning of D is a removal. Halogenation means addition of halogen. Dehalogenation means removal of halogen. Here the vicinal dihalide means a dihalide containing two halogen atoms on adjacent carbon atom. See this example here. These two carbon atoms are bonded, adjacent carbon atoms are bonded to two halogen. So this is vicinal dihalide. When removal of two halogen atoms take place from adjacent carbon atom in vicinal dihalide, then it is called as a dehalogenation reaction. Here the vicinal dihalide is heated with zinc metal and that gives alkene. This is general reaction. This is vicinal dihalide when heated with zinc metal. The removal of both halogen take place that react with zinc give side product as zinc halide, that is ZnX2, and the main product is alkene containing carbon-carbon double bond. Here we will study two examples. One is here CH2Br, CH2Br. It is 1,2-dibromo ethane. Here two bromine atoms are present on adjacent carbon atom. Therefore, it is vicinal dihalide. When treated with zinc, give CH2 double bond CH2. Removal of both bromine atom take place. That react with zinc metal give zinc bromide as a side product, and ethene is a main product. Then the second example is CH3 CHBr CH2Br. Here it is 1,2-dibromo propane is an example of vicinal dihalide containing 3 carbon atom. When treated with zinc metal give removal of this both bromine from adjacent carbon atom and their double bond is formed. The alkene obtained is propene and the side product is zinc bromide. So these are three methods given under elimination type of reaction. Now the second type of preparation method is addition type of reaction. So addition means two groups are added across double bond or triple bond, and that gives the addition of hydrogen, that is called as hydrogenation. And here we will carry out the partial reduction of alkynes. Reduction means addition of hydrogen. So here partial, that is also called as a controlled hydrogenation. Carbon-carbon triple bond in alkyne can be partially reduced to carbon-carbon double bond with calculated quantity of dihydrogen in the presence of Lindlar's catalyst. What is this Lindlar's catalyst? It is palladized charcoal deactivated partially with quinoline or sulfur compound. So palladium with carbon and quinoline is Lindlar's catalyst. Remember this well. This is specially used for controlled hydrogenation or partial reduction reaction. Consider this general equation. RC triple bond R. This is triply bonded containing hydrocarbon. General formula for alkyne. When H2 is added in the presence of palladium and carbon and in the presence of quinoline, this is Lindlar catalyst. Carbon-carbon triple bond is converted into carbon-carbon double bond and two hydrogen get added across carbon-carbon triple bond. Here addition of hydrogen take place from the same side of the triple bond, hence we get cis alkene. The trans alkene is obtained from alkyne on reduction with sodium in liquid ammonia. Remember this cis and trans alkene formation. In the presence of Lindlar catalyst, we get cis alkene, and in the presence of sodium and liquid ammonia, we get trans alkene. RC triple bond R, this is alkyne. In the presence of sodium and liquid ammonia, addition of hydrogen take place across carbon-carbon double bond and gives the transalkene. This addition take place from the opposite side of the double bond. So that is about the preparation methods of alkenes. We had studied total 4 preparation methods of alkene. One is elimination type of reaction and other is addition type of reaction. In elimination, we had studied 3 preparation methods. One is dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. Second is dehydration of alcohol. Third is dehalogenation of vicinal dihalide. And fourth method is addition of hydrogen, that is called as a hydrogenation, and that is about the preparation methods of alkenes. Thank you.